So please share with us how you came to be involved with telling this brilliant story and the work that was involved with pulling together all of the archival material.
Okay, sure. Can I bring some other people on stage first? Okay, can we get the producers up here? Robert and Maria and L7. This is Dylan Grimes, who's ready. This is Maria and Robert. And L7. Freaky.
See, nobody told me L7 was in the house. Hi, L7.
It was on your. It was written on the website. Anyway, so these guys started this film, and then they got a filmmaker. They wanted a filmmaker to hop in. I'm not sure why, but maybe it's because their story was daunting. They had a lot of footage. They recorded everything, and when I looked at it, I felt like it was a verite film on some level, and that was sort of unique because you've always seen films that where other people are filming the band, but you never see films about the band with their own told with their own footage. So I felt like this was a unique chance to do that, and these guys were great. They're all amazing as a band and as individuals. And that's about as much as I want to say, because it's really boring. The making of a documentary is super boring. Anybody has made documentaries before knows it takes forever. It's just pushing a boulder up a hill. It's really tedious, and it requires a lot of patience. It requires an amazing editor who's willing to go that route too. And but other than that, it's just really boring. We're uninteresting. These guys are the interesting ones. So I'd like to pass it over to them.
Well, the band would like to thank Sarah and Jolynn, and of course Robert Fagan and Maria. How do you pronounce your last name? Aceves. The producers of the film, who worked their asses off. That's creative. And basically, we just had a lot of footage that we shot ourselves over the years.
We had almost over 140 hours of home footage of nothing, mostly of us in vans, doing what you saw. And it was incredible to have to go through it. I haven't even gone through all of it, and it was in my garage for however many years. Did you ever go through all of it?
I've gone through most of it.
Yeah.
And we will have many extended scenes, which you can all look forward to, because it gets worse. It's worse, there are more axes to grind, we've got all kinds of things to say out there. So, shall we just take some questions from the audience?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's just open it right
Let's make this
on
a
up.
New York minute.
Definitely. Yes, right over here in the middle. You with the blonde hair, yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for making the film. Thanks for the festival. Listen, I had a question because I read the credits all the way through, and I saw at the end it says this is all the characters are fictitious. Can you talk about that?
At the end of the credits, it says all the characters are fictitious. Does it in fact say that? And if so, what does that mean?
Actually, all of the characters are Kickstarter backers. We had them play us as different levels of support.
We probably just probably took that off the web.
That was like a legal disclaimer.
Yeah, exactly. Then we probably just copy and paste it somewhere. I'm not sure.
That was the copyright part that we didn't have time to
First time I ever
finish.
saw it, so
I missed it.
I'm not being facetious.
Yes, right here in the front.
So we're an all-girl band to start now.
Woo!
And you know, especially in light of what's going on these days and what just happened, you know, to the whole country and the world, and what's happening with feminism and women's rights, like what would you suggest to all-girl band now? All-girl, you know,
Become lawyers.
well, it's not gonna happen. But and also, you know, we stand for like queer rights as well, and you know, not being stuck to a gender and like, it's really important for us to make waves in the female community and the queer community. So I'm wondering honestly, like, what advice would you have now? for this
Advice
dating?
for a starting out girl band?
I would just say, just regarding the girl gender thing, just you guys want to rock and you have something to say and you want to express your feelings, just pick up the instrument that fits you the best and find some dumpy place to rehearse and get going. And really, that's just what you do. And it's hard in the beginning, but then, once you find that one group of people that you click with, it is kind of easy afterwards. It goes on, autopilot in a way. Good luck.
I appreciate that.
Really good luck.
I think the cool thing too is like, don't really give a shit at this time how well you play or whatever. It's just like doing it and you'll get better. Like when we first started out, we were okay, I wasn't that great, and I think that we just got better and better and better with time. So, and then you get more confident, you put on more of a show and,
It's about persistence, really. Don't give up.
Yeah, and remember that if anything, this documentary was going to show you that times change and you're redefined by the time that you live in, and you just keep going.
Thank you.
Yes, right here in the hat.
Hi. 1994 was a really rough year, and I saw that it was for you guys in the documentary. I was a senior in high school, and I was so excited. It was my second Lollapalooza in a row. And the highlight of my day was getting to meet you guys and see you guys, and you signed my shirt.
Wow.
Having me, like, you guys sign it again for me? I don't know, how many years later is that? Like 22 years later?
400 years later, we're still signing that Lollapalooza.
Do you know, once I saw Jerry Lewis speak, this was in the 80s, and I brought a Jerry Lewis Just Sings album to the lecture. And I asked him, I stood up and I said, Jerry, will you sign my Jerry Lewis Just Sings album? And he went, we'll do that later. We'll do that after the lecture. And he blew me off. He took off. I was looking for him. But anyway, yeah, we'll sign your thing. Sure we will. We're out of here. No, okay, we'll sign.
Gentleman in the middle, waving.
Do you have any more of those thongs in the back?
Does what? Say it again.
The thongs that you...
Susie panties.
Oh, the Susie panties.
I bought those at Pick and Save.
We're all wearing them right now. It's our last pair.
And we could use some supplement to our airfare on the way.
I'm wearing granny panties
Maybe
now.
able to find one on eBay, but it'll probably cost you a fortune.
All the way in the back, yes.
So much a question as a thank you for just making it for women, straight, queer, trans, whatever. Basically any woman who left your center, you made it okay for us to be doing it. And I just want to thank you.
Thank you very much. And you know what? We had a lot of support from male bands and our sisters in bands, and we're so excited that the Luna Chicks are here tonight. And we're so excited that Joan Jett is in the house tonight. And Roddy Bottom from Faith No More, and Imperial Team. So thanks to them too. Oh, and Jesse Malin.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesse.
See Jen? And Jesse
And
Malin.
also thank you for mentioning Motorhead. We use Motorhead then.
Yes, right here.
Hey, so a lot of bands that were around in the early 90s are like getting back together now, doing kind of like a reunion tour. You guys have been touring pretty consistently since you guys got back together. So like, are you guys putting out new music? Or are you just having fun playing music that you used to?
Jennifer?
See? We have been enjoying playing since last year. And as far as making the new music, we haven't decided about that yet. It's a possibility. You never know.
Never say never.
Never.
Never say never.
Yes, right in the middle.
We hope so.
Will the film be on
I don't think
Netflix?
so.
Yeah.
Working on it. Yep.
This is our first audience ever. I mean, so,
Say that again, Mark.
we would love to know, actually, take a minute or two and ask you what you thought of it. Did you like it? Did it really? I will say, in the making of this as well, though, I mean, in the issues that have come up so far, it has been, at the forefront, really, when we decided to make this. There are 4 amazing women, and we had to decide which way to go. Whether we were going to take the feminist angle, whether we were going to play it a certain way or tell it a certain way. But as we got deeper into the story, the 4 women here are exactly as they are. And so they're complicated. People are complex. They are feminists. They started their Rock for Choice foundation. They also wanted to veer away from speaking too much about sexuality, but yet they're an inspiration to women, and so it's a complex situation. So I'm sorry about that. But anyway,
Yeah, you give me the microphone so that I start chapter 2 of the emotional portion of the speech. Thank you, partner.
Sure.
So good. Yeah.
Another question.
Yeah. Then hear that.
Yes, right in the front with the glasses.
So in the end, when we see the band start to fall apart a bit, and you go, you're sad and you go on to do new things. Can you talk a little bit more about how you picked up the pieces to do music again?
Question about how the band got back together after broke apart.
It was really the documentary, I think, that originally started us communicating in a meaningful way again and pulling together this as a project. And then Danita called me, or I know that she called everyone and said, hey, you don't have to answer right now, but give it a couple weeks, think about it. But what would you think about playing again? And I was like, why do I have to think about that? Fuck yeah.
I actually gave everybody 9 months to think about it. But Jennifer said yes right away. And Susie needed some time to think about it because she hadn't really played guitar very much. And it was just not in
We
that.
made her do it.
I put the guitars under the bed.
You'd be surprised how many people, when their bands break up, they don't play anymore. And their guitars go into their bed. I've spoken with many musicians who, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it just, when everything falls to shit, it just kind of breaks your heart and you just can't deal with it, or you've lost somehow the joy of it. And so I think it was good for all of us and very therapeutic for all of us to actually be playing together again. Even though we've had side projects and other bands and stuff, it's just been kind of, we've got a spring in our step, I think, that we haven't had in quite a while. So that's cool.
Yeah, and that was...
Meanwhile, Laura and I were pinching each other and jumping up and down.
But it was also a decision we had to make as to whether or not to include it, in the documentary, because when we started it, they weren't together. And so, how are you going to end the story that's evolving, in front of you as you go, and should that be a part of it? We think we made the right choice, but...
I have something to add about this too. So I was with them for like 5 days on their first reunion show in Europe. And I remember them from when I was a college DJ. That's one of the reasons I was like, oh yeah, I loved you guys. And then when I got to know their story, it was just that much more sort of significant. The highs and lows of their career and the highs and lows, personal and professional issues, which I think can speak to anybody. But when I was at their first reunion show, which was the Echo in LA, I couldn't believe the power coming at me. I'd never seen them live, and I was like, oh well, maybe it's a small club or whatever. But then we're in Europe, and it was just one show after the next of just power coming out. They're just the most amazing band live, and I just wanted to let you guys know that. I mean, I think I've told you. Besides second to Prince, I think you guys were like,
Give them a run for a
yeah, well, yeah, but if you have an opportunity to see them, I would do it.
We have time for 2 more questions, so make them good. All right, right here in the front.
Hi, I just want to say I'm first of all amazed that this actually made it into the documentary, but I was one of your backup dancers. I was amazed to see myself at 16.
So cool. Were you one of the guys at Lollapalooza dancing? Oh, you're so cute. That's awesome.
That's a great memory.
Nice to see you again.
Okay, last question, no pressure.
You have some questions in the back that can't be seen.
All right, well, I'll take one in the back. Thank you.
Sort of on a light note, because I think, especially in New York, we all kind of need it right now. One of my favorite things about you guys is that you had a great fucking sense of humor. Like, it showed the pictures from the concert you did in, like, all bald caps. That's, like, the most amazing thing to me, and I tell literally everyone I know about it. But, in, like, the music scene in New York right now, with a lot of bands, it seems that there's, like, no sense of humor, and they're all just, like, white guys who, like, know how to play very well, but they don't have...
Yay, the 80s are back.
If you're in a band and you're in that scene, how is it something that came with the time that like a lot of people had a sense of humor and some people at least got it, or is that something you have to like make yourself and you just have to keep doing it until someone gets it?
Being in a band is kind of like Groundhog Day. So you have to entertain yourself or you'll go mad. Literally, you have to, it's the same day over and over. You go to a different place, but it's the same thing over and over, sitting in the same backstage. So when I watch the film, I'm really proud of us. I'm really proud that we could entertain ourselves like that. And we did. And the sense of humor thing, you're kind of born with it. You know, it's kind of in your DNA.
I think too that punk rockers have a pretty good sense of humor, and they always have. So maybe you need to be hanging around with some more punk rockers. I don't know. There's never been a shortage of humor, I don't think, with punks. But you know, some people are serious, some people are more playful, but there's room for everybody. You know.
No, I'm just agreeing with you.
Yeah. All right. On that note, thank you all so much. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you all 7.